There are songs that make you feel something, and then there's hurt. It doesn't just make you feel, it cuts you open. Written by Trent Reznor for 9 Inch Nails' 1994 album, The Downward Spiral, Hurt isn't just a song about pain. It's the sound of a man standing at the edge of his own destruction, staring into the void, and whispering what's left of his soul. Every line bleeds with self-hatred, regret, and a desperate search for meaning. It's depression turned into melody, addiction turned into confession. By the time Hurt closes the downward spiral, the album's protagonist has lost everything: love, faith, and himself. But in that final moment of clarity, he can finally see the wreckage for what it is. I hurt myself today to see if I still feel, he admits, testing his own existence through pain. It's a line that feels almost too real, as if Reznor cracked open his own wounds and recorded the sound of bleeding. The song's brilliance lies in its honesty. It doesn't try to heal you, it simply tells the truth about what it's like to not want to be here anymore. Yet somehow, buried in that despair, there's still a flicker of light, a faint wish for redemption. It's that fragile humanity that makes Hurt one of the most powerful songs ever written.
What have I become, my sweetest friend?
The song's meaning was given a new life with Johnny Cash's 2002 cover, which transformed the story into an elderly man's reflection on a lifetime of mistakes and pain. Reznor was initially skeptical, but ultimately moved to tears by Cash's version, famously saying, "That song isn't mine anymore." While Reznor's version captures youthful despair and self-destruction, Cash's is an epitaph, an old man staring down mortality, haunted by the past. In Cash's hands, Hurt becomes not just a confession, but a farewell.
And you could have it all, my empire of dirt.
Both versions have defining music videos that perfectly capture their tone. The 9 Inch Nails video, released in 1995, is a disturbing visual collage centered on a live performance. A single spotlight isolates Reznor, emphasizing loneliness and inner torment, while the background flashes with haunting imagery, war atrocities, nuclear explosions, a snake staring into the camera, and time-lapse footage of a decomposing fox. The imagery reinforces decay, suffering, and the collapse of meaning, mirroring the song's themes of nihilism and regret. It feels as though the entire world is decomposing along with the singer. The 2002 Johnny Cash video, directed by Mark Romanek, trades nihilism for mortality. Filmed in the dilapidated House of Cash Museum, it juxtaposes archival footage of a young, vibrant Johnny Cash with the frail man he had become. The crumbling setting mirrors his failing health and the erosion of fame. Intercut images of his late wife, June Carter Cash, and relics of his career, trophies, gold records, dusty artifacts, become symbols of impermanence. As he sings My Empire of Dirt, Cash sits surrounded by the remnants of his legacy, his trembling hands and weary voice turning Reznor's lyrics into a final act of acceptance. The result is haunting, tender, and deeply human, a farewell from a legend who knows his time is ending.
The only thing that's real.
Reznor has been candid about his emotional journey with Cash's cover. When Rick Rubin first proposed the idea, Reznor thought it sounded a bit gimmicky. He couldn't imagine how a country icon could inhabit such a personal, industrial rock confession. When he first heard the recording, Reznor said it felt invasive, like someone kissing your girlfriend. The song had come directly from his soul, and hearing another man's voice singing his deepest pain was jarring. But that changed when he saw the music video. Watching Cash's frail figure sing those words, surrounded by decay and loss, Reznor felt chills and tears.
Everyone I know goes away in the end.
I just lost my girlfriend, he said. That song isn't mine anymore. What began as discomfort became awe. a recognition that Cash had found the song's truest essence. Reznor described it as a warm hug, a validation that art can transcend its creator. Johnny Cash, for his part, immediately recognized the song's truth. Initially skeptical when Rubin suggested a 9-inch Nails track, he changed his mind the moment he read the lyrics. "It sounds like something I would have written in the 60s, he said. For Cash, Hurt wasn't about addiction or industrial despair. It was about mortality, reflection, and the price of living. His decision to keep the song nearly intact shows how deeply he connected with Reznor's words. He didn't reinterpret it, he simply lived it. Fans from both camps had powerful reactions. Some 9-inch Nails fans were skeptical, unsure if a country icon could capture the intensity of Reznor's pain. But when they heard Cash's raw, trembling performance and saw the video, most were deeply moved. Even longtime NIN loyalists acknowledged that both versions now coexist as equals, one representing youthful agony, the other aged reflection. Reznor's acceptance that the song wasn't his anymore became part of its mythology. For many fans, when Reznor performs Hurt live today, it feels like a tribute to Cash. Cash's audience, meanwhile, saw the song as a revelation. Hurt became his late-career masterpiece, a raw, honest summation of a lifetime of faith, sin, love, and regret. The video won a Grammy and was hailed by NME as the greatest music video of all time. It introduced Cash to a new generation who had never known his earlier work, and for older fans, it served as his final goodbye. When he died, just months after filming, the performance took on even greater poignancy, his last message to the world. For Reznor, Cash's cover was a turning point. It earned him newfound respect as a songwriter, proving that his lyrics could transcend genre and generation. The experience humbled him, reshaped his view of authorship, and reminded him of the universal power of vulnerability. For Cash, it was a renaissance, his final masterpiece after decades of silence. In the end, Hurt became something more than either artist could have created alone, a shared hymn of pain, memory, and redemption. Two men from opposite ends of the musical spectrum, one in the throes of addiction, the other nearing the end of his life, found the same truth in a single song. Hurt is more than music. It's a confession, a prayer, and a mirror for anyone who's ever felt broken, lost, or desperate for one more chance to start again.
You stay the hell away from me, you hear?
Before you gallop away into the sunset, remember, this is Man, Bear, Cow TV. We run on 3 things: caffeine, chaos, and your support. So smash that like button like you're tackling a man, mauling a bear, and milking a cow, all at the same time. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you really want to keep this weird wagon rolling, consider joining the channel as a monthly supporter or hitting that super thanks button for a one-time high five to my wallet. Either way, you'll be helping keep the lights on and the Man Bear Cow fed, which is important. Very important.